Holy shit. So, yeah, these are my first words. I just woke up from this awesome ass dream, bro. Oh my god. 7:30. So, I just wanted to tell you about it. Oh my god. It is so sick, bro. So, it's like a fragmented dream, right? So, can't tell you everything about it. Can only tell you what you possibly can recall. So, it's from the looks of it, it's like this sort of a retreat sort of thing, and we're all like young adults, man. You know, and we're all wearing like s- this sports uniform. By that I mean like a white golf tee. Stick with me. A white golf t-shirt and like some pants. Dude, this dream is insane. So, well, at least it felt insane. So, it's like a retreat sort of thing, and then everyone is encouraged to like. I wish you guys could just see this dream because I'm not gonna be able to tell it properly. All encouraged to just like mingle with one another, and then I saw like a lot of my classmates in that dream. A lot of my classmates, like parents and stuff, and they were walking dogs. And then I foresaw like the dog breaking away from its leash, and then I tried to catch it. For some reason, in that very moment, I actually knew that this dog was gonna disappear for 2 years. You know, so I had to catch it, and then I failed to catch it because it was one of those like slippery, very quick, small dogs. Anyway, that's like a tangent. This I think this dream was kind of like a fun day or something, like a fundraiser sort of event thingy. So I'm trying not to forget anything. So at a point, it became clear that we're supposed to form our own bands and stuff. This whole event was so that the young adults, I'm talking about like the late teens to whatever my age is, like 23. We're supposed to start bands and stuff. And I've been eager to start a band. Anyway, so I was like, hell yeah. But then before that, for some reason there was that I'ma call it the Squid Game thingy majig where the doll turns around back and forth, and then while it turned its back. Sorry, you have to. I accidentally clicked on the thing. I'm gonna have to edit this shit now. Are you fucking serious? Okay. It's like that. I'm bummed about having to edit that now. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'll just screen record these two. Still though, that's a bunch of time. Anyway, for some reason we had to do that that Squid Game thingy where like the doll turns his back and then you have to proceed, and then when it turns around you have to stop. I call it the Squid Game thing. It's like an old game somewhere in Asia. I don't know, but then I do remember that game being present in Takeshi's Castle. You know, Takeshi's Castle. I'm not sure if you boys remember that. And then I do remember that game being present. So it's like an actual game that kids play. So it's just incorporated in all these movies, all these shows because it's a classic game from. I'm not sure where in Asia. I don't really care to research on that. But yeah, for some reason they had us doing that. But for ice cream, for ice cream, I wish you guys could see this dream. It was so cool. For like ice cream packs, and then my group made it because there were groups for some reason. Like there was like the column on the left and the column on the right, and we were all color coded. One was blue. One column was blue, and then one column was green. And it was like a beautiful day, like a bright day. And all of this was happening on a slope, like on like a narrow, cute little street, you know, cute little road. The road felt very like I don't know, like Italy esque, Roman esque, in its architecture and its feel and its yeah. So then at some point we all had to, like, everyone now, not just our column of people. When I say column, I'm referring to because we were in a line. Everyone, had to like go pick up the ice creams, and the ice creams were just like dumped in the like in the center of, like, because now we're inside a shopping mall. No, no, not a mall, but then a grocery store, and it's booked just for us. But then I don't want you to picture some modern grocery store. I want you to picture like a grocery store in Brazil or something. Just very welcoming, I guess. Just very lively. You know, and like it was just filled with a bunch of like um young adults, and perhaps like three or four of the full fledged grown up adults that were organizing this event or whatever this was. So yeah, picture like a huge grocery store. So you'll remember I was like, yo, this whole fundraiser was so that we could formulate a band or something. So I'm gonna start with my experience with doing that. In the dream, I had an idea of who I wanted to recruit in a band, but then it started like it fell apart. It didn't come together because I think one of the people who was supposed to be in that, they left or something, and then the other one was busy with something else. Just all these reasons to not formulate a music band just popped up, regardless of how much I wanted it to happen, right? And yeah, that reminded me of like real life because I have thought about and I have considered getting people to get together to make music together, but then it never came together. Also, for some reason, I dreamt that one of the online buddies that I used to chat with, was chatting to me again. For some reason, we're not chatting anymore now. So in this dream, we were together IRL, and they were just being silly, and it was just fun. And we didn't actively reconcile, but then by being friendly towards one another, indirectly we reconciled whatever. I don't even think it's a matter of reconciling. I just think the dude is like, yeah, he's over me maybe. Yeah, because I send him texts, I send him shits, and he just I call him and he doesn't get back to me. So yeah, I think whatever that shit was is has ran its course. So yeah, but then in the stream it was fun. I got to meet him IRL. He was the goofy guy that he is. So yeah, back to me trying to assemble my team. I think my team just never, my band, it just never got together, and I think this dream was fueled by the fact that last night I was playing guitar like crazy. I played guitar up until like 2 a.m. I'm just writing this song, right? And while I was writing this song, I had heavy thoughts, heavier than usual, heavy thoughts, and I guess just like daydreams of potentially having friends work on this song and potentially having it be played live and stuff, as opposed to what I usually do. I usually just make my songs in my room and then they stay on my phone and then that's it. And then no one hears them and then they're not played live. Because I would like to play the songs that I write. If I'm to be honest with you, if I'm to be honest with myself, I would like to play music in a live setting, not even for whatever, not even for money or whatever. It's just that I'd like to say that I'd love to say that I'm in a band and I play music whenever you know there's a show or something. You know. So yeah, this dream was fueled by those desires of mine, and last night's particular heavy contemplation about, I guess, like playing music. you know so yeah, I couldn't really assemble my team, plus I'm not like a leader by any means. I don't think so. Leadership qualities couldn't really come across from me. So it was just falling apart. So basically, I want you to picture like some grocery store thingy magic where everyone is scrambling around. I don't want you to picture this long ass sequence. I want you to picture like maybe like 2 minutes of people trying to scramble together, or like gather all the people that they mingled with throughout the day and get them to be in a band. So when I tried to do that, it was just falling apart and stuff. I said that a million times, you know. And when it was time to like this, this dream makes no sense. But then when it was time to go, not to go, but then because we were standing around the ice cream packs. I don't even know what an ice cream pack is. Just picture some bag with ice cream in it, bro. Like some small little plastic bag, decently sized plastic square bag package on the ground. And as I was looking for this damn, as I was looking to assemble the group, like this one group of like the youngest possible kids at that function, they started rapping, dude. Like this one little girl played this hard ass riff, bro. Yo, and we weren't supposed to do that. That was like a main character moment for them to just suddenly play music. So as everyone's looking to to get their stuff together. This little the like 17-year-old girl, maybe like 16, no, not 16, but like 16, 17, 18 maybe. She just starts playing this tough ass riff out of nowhere. We didn't even have our guitar. we Yeah, no, that that killed me. I was like, yo, we didn't even have our instruments. Dude. It was just supposed to be like a fun day where she starts playing this tough, um, like 2000s, like metalcore riff. And she, okay, let me tell it properly. So she starts playing it, like, so it starts off with the riff, and then everyone just stops what they're doing, and we we, we look at this girl, right? We like turn our heads, we're like, what the fuck? We turn our heads, and she's playing this riff, and then the rest of the band comes in, her band, the drums, the bass, the singer. They start like playing right there. This group of like young adults, 17 up, like 18, 19, they weren't particularly old. They were like extremely young. And they looked like prodigies. So it was like I think they were all girls but one, but the drummer or something like that. Then they come in and the whole grocery store thingy goes crazy. We all start running. We almost start moshing. Everyone is, well, not everyone. I was like shouting because I was like super excited. I was like yelling in like a musical way, like chanting essentially. Yeah, and I was just so blown away by that. There's like a, yeah. Here's the part that I wanted to tell. That riff she was playing, it was based on like a riff that I heard yesterday on YouTube from this one um YouTube riff guy. You see what I do on my main channel? Yeah, another dude, like a guy who will just hop on YouTube and play your riff for like a few seconds and then leaves and then leave. So yeah, I follow that guy. I like no Diddy. I like his riffs. Um yeah, and I thought the riff that he played was alright. But then it somehow like slithered and seeped its way into my dream. This little girl was playing. She was like wearing a, again, like a little, not little, but then a golf white t-shirt and some baggy shorts and then some running tackies. You know, man, I remember there being a level of I'm not usually jealous, or envious. I remember there being a sense of, man, I wish I could have that as well. Not necessarily I wish I could take that from them, or I wish I could have them and then they don't have it. I just wish that I could have that as well, you know. In the dream. And I think that's where the dream ended. I think that's what the dream ended. The dream was pretty fun, man. Again, I saw a bunch of my old classmates, like a bunch of the. I want you to picture me bumping into girls. I don't want you to picture me bumping into dudes when I say this, because I bumped into a lot of the girls. In fact, the you remember that dog that ran away in the that I told you about earlier? Yeah, it belonged to the classmate, the real life classmate, like this girl with like this with brunette hair and yeah. I want you to get like a clear mental image. Brunette hair, like real brunette hair, just flowing down her head. Um, yeah, that was a cool dream. Forgot to mention that and honestly, I didn't really need to mention this, but the singer of that group, from the sounds of it, it sounded like the name of the song was called "Try On." And the singer like incorporated it again, like it's like an almost all uh girl group, girl band. She incorporated like very like angelic, like an angelic style of singing, like a shoegazy style of singing. You know what I mean? Like a very airy style of singing to the very harsh and like hard um instrumentation. You know. Again, I just want to drive home just how main charactery that was, because I thought this was my dream. You know. I'm not saying that I thought something grand was gonna happen to me. I'm just saying that I thought it was just a normal dream, man. I was a part of it, you know. Boom, the girls they're showing out, and the music is tough. I said the girls and the dude they're showing out. I don't know. Maybe I should make a song called "Try On," and maybe I'll reap whatever benefits this fictional band was reaping by playing their music in that grocery store.